Hi, welcome to the channel today. Just got through with the live feed, which didn't go as planned. So I'm going to do a seed haul, kind of make up for it. Just so y'all know, after the live feed, I did go take my family out for lunch. And before we do the next live feed, we're going to do some more practicing where you can do a private one and get things down pat. But anyway, my name's Gary. I live up near just north of Beaumont, Texas. Southeast Texas is Zone 9A, and today we're going to talk about the seed haul for 2026. It's my second seed haul, and this one's going to be one of them from Baker Creek, and the other one's going to be from Murray Seeds. First one I've got from Murray Seed is the Etsy company, where I bought them off of. We're going to go over Baker Creek first, and I do always like Baker Creek's. You know, they do have some fancy stuff going there. And just so you know, I bought two sets of seeds. One of them is basically sweet gold, Leland sweet gold. It's basically a orange glow, sweet crimson watermelon cross, and I've got this one. I've also got the regular orange glow, so we're gonna see which one does best in the garden. The other one I bought is called corn. It's a double red corn, and it is a sweet corn. The picture they show on the online is here, and I'm going to grow it up in the front yard. And let's go ahead and look at the seed, see what they look like. I did some more, because that's not the typical dent corn I thought it was going to be. So that is a true sweet corn. It's got the shrunken kernels to it. And so I guess this one, anyway. So that'd be pretty good. And you may ask, why do I want to grow a purple sweet corn? Just because you can. And I do a lot of that just to see how it looks and and it may do good. I don't know. It's one of those things that I guess that's the good thing about Baker Creek. You can just, they don't charge for shipping, so you can buy a couple of packs of seed, and it really don't cost you a whole lot. So, and the other one that I got is from Murray Seed Company out of Florida, and it's the first time I've bought from them. The first one is a sweet yellow habanero. So they're sweet habanero, so it won't have the heat to it. It does show a picture of the seeds in the back, which I like, so you can see how many you got. And I also got a gourmet eggplant mix of 25 seeds of different types of eggplants, and you can see the different ones. Only bad thing about this is you're not going to know which ones are which, but anyway, be nice to do a surprise during the year. The next one I got is a Space Master cucumber, and basically it just grows short, so you can grow it in a container. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, it's got 12 seeds, still 10. I always like when they give you a couple extra when they says 10 and you actually get 12. But I think I've grown this several years ago, and like I say, the runners just don't get very long. So we'll see how they go. So I do like these little packages. The other one I got is a golden Marconi pepper. It'll be another sweet pepper. I hope it's a sweet pepper. We got one last year that I grew that was a little small one, I forget the name of it. And everybody kept saying it was a sweet pepper. It showed sweet pepper in the catalog. And my wife said it was kind of hot, and I took it to church. And whenever you say something's kind of hot, you can't get people to try it. But I did get one guy to try it. He says, yeah, it's sweet, but he says it's got a kick to it. And especially it hits the back of your throat after you eat it. So I don't really like to eat peppers raw, so I didn't really want to try it myself. And the reason I really bought from the company is they had banana legs tomato. Banana legs tomato, and it's a paste type of tomato. Got several seeds in it, and from Planet Dirt, the Backyard Gardener, I believe is her name of her channel. Alicia, she's the one that really liked this one last year. So it was really productive and done well in her garden, but she's out in the desert of Nevada. So we're gonna see if they can survive kind of the opposite of here, because she's hot and dry. We're fairly hot, not hot like she is, but extremely humid. So anyway, and it is that golden color, so it would be different. If you're making sauce out of it, it won't be the red sauce, it'll be the kind of golden sauce. So that's another one. And they also gave you a free packet, because I didn't know about this, called homemade pickles. Another cucumber. So that's what I got from those. I do want to just kind of remind you that whenever you're planting seeds this next spring, make sure you plant them at the correct time, especially if you're in Texas. You'll hear people, especially if they're out of state, saying we got a long growing season. That's not true. We have a long frost-free season. We don't have a long growing season because there's a thing called summer. And from July, August, from really starting in June, July and August is brutal. And most things cannot survive it. There's a few things that live through it, but most things, it's gonna take them out. So get you a good planting guide, however you're gonna do it. This is the one for Zone 9A, Jefferson, Orange County. It's a pretty good one. There's a few things that I don't necessarily agree with 1 or 2 weeks out of the year, but I will pull this thing out a lot of times and say, hey, do I still got time to plant something? Like say I get some garlic right now. Like, hey, do I got time to grow the garlic? And if I look at here, it says you should have planted the garlic by October 15th. So I'm a month and a half late. That don't mean I can't grow the garlic, but at least I know I'm out of the season where it would be the best time to grow garlic. With tomato seeds, it's going to say you need to plant the tomatoes, and that's plant the transplants. I guess that's another thing sometimes you have to figure out, you don't say transplant on it, but tomatoes, it says March 1st to April 20th. And that's a pretty good date, okay? I think April 20th is pushing too far out. I disagree with that part of it, but March 1st isn't a bad goal. I actually shoot about 2 weeks earlier than that, but so a lot of times I don't get them planted until March 1st. It's just, what I want to do is I want to have my tomato plants ready to plant February 15th. And if I look at the weather and the weather looks good for the rest of the next 10 days, it's nice and warm, temperatures above 40, I might try it. Knowing full well that those forecasts aren't very accurate, okay? But I can still try it. And to me, that is the big secret to growing in Texas. First thing, you gotta make sure you got water. Second thing is just planting in the right times. And most people won't plant too late. They wait until it's just nice and pretty and everything's going great. And they say, now I wanna go plant, but it may be April. Well, April is late for most things in Texas, or especially if it's into May. I mean, even beans, it's got bush beans, April 30th. So if you're planting them in May, they're not gonna make, okay? It's gonna get too hot, they're not gonna set, plants gonna die of rust or something else. So just be cognizant of that, get you a good planting guide, plant at the right time. But anyway, you're gonna start getting in your catalogs and things. I start a little bit early, and don't overdo your seeds, but try to plant something different. I've never grown a purple sweet corn. Make gardening fun. Make it interesting. Now, I will say, with corn, it's one of the more difficult plants to plant in a home garden, because it does take a lot of space. It's best to plant it in blocks, not in single rows or double rows, because it's wind pollinated. So if the wind's blowing out of one direction, it's going to blow all the pollen away from the plants. It may get one of them may get some pollen, but anyway. Thanks for watching today. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And if you have any comments, that's what kind of messed me up on my live. I was wanting to be able to comment back and forth and talk to people. And that even got messed up somewhere along the way, I think. Either that or people quit watching, one of the two. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.